Hello everyone, Visa 832 back again for another edition of What's on Deck. Sorry this is a bit later than usual, but let's get right on into it. First of all, Impressions Cardinal Edition playing cards from Make Playing Cards is well funded, 25 days to go. Bicycle Cinema playing cards from Collectible Playing Cards is 82% funded, 19 days to go. I believe I mentioned that one last week. I don't remember. Did I or did I not? Well, we can have a quick look. Millennium playing cards by Rajiv Mungia is 12% funded, 10 days to go. Don't believe that one's going to happen. Then there's Armed Forces playing cards by R.J. Tomlinson, Robert Tomlinson, Barclay. I don't know why he didn't launch that under his other account, but it's what it is. It's 89% funded, 10 days to go. Here's the Bicycle Cinema. Of course, it's from Collectible Playing Cards. It's got a cinema theme. The back design is, I guess it's different on every card, pretty much a marked deck. And one way, it's got numbers on there, so it looks like you're rolling the film strip. Basically, there's an animation feature. I do believe I saw you this last week. Let's see, there's the animation feature. Pretty cool. It's different. The faces, of course, they look like pieces of film strip, the court cards and whatnot, which is fine. It's unique, it's different, even though the court cards are fairly straightforward. They're still custom to some extent and vintage style. And pretty interesting custom jokers as well. Definitely check that one out. Let's look at the Armed Forces one. It's getting there, a couple $100 away. It's basically modified standard court cards with berets and soldier helmets and whatnot, and army colors, and they've added green background as well, as you can see. And the back design has got some American symbolism on there, an army insignia, I guess that is, and some swords and green colors, and it looks pretty cool. There's also a t-shirt box. There's like a really big tuck case except with a t-shirt in it. Pretty cool. It's not a bad looking deck. It is the type of deck that, was, and it looks like a one-way back design too, based on the shading you see in here and the colors. I thought it was mirror image, but it's not. It doesn't look like that in that picture, anyways. It's a kind of deck that looks like it, would have belonged more in the early days of Kickstarter instead of now. But it's still a cool deck. I like it. I think you should check it out. The only thing I found strange is that he actually backed the project using his Barclay account. I see. So he's already the reason why he's putting money into it from a different account is because apparently he's already paid to have much of it completed, so he wants to do what he can to make it succeed. He's also collecting funds from friends, family, and co-workers to add towards the project. Apparently they don't understand how Kickstarter works, so he's taking pre-orders and adding it easy way. So I guess that's fine. Trump is imposing a 45% tax on imported goods. Ugh. I don't know how that's going to affect the prices of playing cards. Anyways, let's move on. Then we have Gracia playing cards by Empire Arts. Pretty sure I mentioned that one before. It's 56% funded, 19 days to go. May or may not happen. Nothing too exciting about that one, in my opinion. Titans Robber Baron edition from Zodiac Land, well funded, 4 days to go. Then we got a new Russian folk art limited edition by Natalia Silva. It's 71% funded, 16 days to go. I think I've even decided to back it. It's not like it's horribly priced or anything like that. It's $13 plus a little shipping for one deck. I think it's 19 or $20 for me. What I don't like is that it says basically, she produced this ultra limited $75 deck in the last project. I think it was $75 or $65, whatever it was. That it cost a lot of money. It was ultra limited. Okay, it was 75 decks only. I know it was like $60 or whatever, something expensive, maybe even more. Um, but apparently, she's had a lot of requests from backers to have a similar deck but at an affordable price. Go figure. Like, I could have told you that easily. I mean, I campaigned for it to be made more widely available. So now she's producing 1,000 through USB-C, like this. It is a bit different than the other one. Similar but different. Obviously, the tuck case is a bit different. The cards, faces, I believe, are the same as the ultra limited version. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, there could be some differences. I don't remember this sun face or the whiskey bottle. Vodka bottle, I should say. But I could be wrong. It could have been there. And the back design is essentially the same, except she's added a white border. Which is, I don't get. I mean, the cards have black faces. Why do you want to give it a white border? It's still going to have paint chipping issues anyway. So, I don't know. It does help it stand out from the other one. It would be better if it had white faces to go with the white border. But it is what it is. The other thing that makes the other one stand out more is that it's got that make playing cards glossy embossing on the cards, whatever you want to call it, just like the Impressions decks. And I guess the back design could have been a little different. I see she's got a couple of different alternate back designs in the double backers, which is pretty cool. I guess the back design is different. It's similar but different. The original one you see here with a lot more fruit on it. I believe that's the original one. So it's a bit different. So I guess it's fine. It's a little bit different. Similar but different. But, I mean, she could have just done this in the last project and it would have sold well. Although it might have impacted the sales of the other deck a little bit, but probably not. But yeah. I think I'm probably not the only one who's just a little bit peeved that we paid, all this money for this ultra limited, beautiful deck, and now there's a slightly scaled back, not so limited version for a hell of a lot less money available. But anyways, you got that. You got the Vineart playing cards from Sinise Chaba. Make sure you check it out. It's already funded. 9 days to go. Again, this is a relaunch from the previous one. You can see a review of a prototype I got before. You can see the tuck case has changed a bit. I don't really like the fret too much. Yeah, it just looks kind of plain, the writing and whatnot. Nothing too exciting. The back shows you the back design. Looks pretty cool. It's going to be printed, I believe, by Make Playing Cards. I'm not 100% sure if it says who's being produced by, but it says, I'm pretty sure it's NPC. I could be wrong. But anyways, it's a pretty cool looking deck. I like it. I see they've changed the colors a bit, I think. I don't remember if they had black suits last time or if they had a different color. I guess they had black. It just looks darker. The back design has definitely changed into black, as you can see, black and gold, as opposed to the previous red and white, I think it was. And actually, if you check out Magic Orthodoxy's review, which is available here, as well as my review, you'll see that he has one right here in this review. He actually got a tuck case. I just got mine in a metal case, which is fine. And he actually has a different back design on his. So mine's kind of like a prototype version too. And actually, I kind of preferred the back design on his. But anyways, it's relaunched. It's funded. It's looking good. It's similar to some color differences. Definitely go check it out. Then we got Soccer City playing cards by Elise Iberica. 30% funded, 14 days to go. Not looking good. Treble Clef playing cards. Version 1, red limited edition by JD14. 74% funded, 23 days to go. Looks like it will fund. I think it's a pretty cool deck. Somewhat simplistic in the back design, or sophisticated but simple. I'll show you that right now. I'm pretty sure I sold you this one last week. But I like it. I dig it. The Ace of Spades, pretty simple, just music notes, treble clef. Um, the box is, well, unfortunately, pretty plain. The back design is very nice. It's simple, yet nicely detailed. And it's nice gaff cards as well. And the quote cards, again, pretty simple, straightforward, but they're nice. I like it. I like this deck. I definitely am interested in it. The Jokers, again, kind of simple, but they work. Printed by Expert Playing Cards. Unless there's issues and they'll go with Legends. I don't see how it's going to make a difference. It's like, if there's natural disasters and postal service strikes, if it happens, you can contact LP's Legends Playing Cards. But the thing is, they're from the same factory, so they're going to have the same issues. Anyways, moving along. Mean Clowns, Playing Cards by Tico Garza. 90% funded, 5 days to go. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. I don't know why I did that, Raspberry. I apologize, but I mean, it's not going to happen. People don't want clowns. They don't like clowns. Donald Trump Playing Cards by Graham Thomas. This is a relaunch. I'm not even going to look at it. It's 4% funded, 5 days to go. Where's all the Trump supporters? Oh, isn't that too bad? It's not going to fund. $15, too expensive. Not interested. Next up, Eldorado Maya Playing Cards relaunch from Emmanuel Volterra. 74% funded, 32 days to go. Looks like it's just a matter of time this time. They've actually added... I apologize, just trying to open this one. It actually made some changes. There's actually 2 decks now, a black deck and a lighter colored deck. As you can see, they have changed the indexes to have different colors, whereas before they just had solid gold right through the whole deck. However, the pips are all still gold. I mean, I guess it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I understand. It's all about gold, so it's going to be gold. The court cards are pretty interesting, as you can see. And here's the back design. It's very nice. It's kind of got a bronze color to it as opposed to gold. Pretty cool. It's definitely different. Black faces and backs. And there's also this color version, which has a red back and some, well, kind of a weathered concrete look faces to them, which is pretty cool. I like that. It reminds me of some of his previous decks. I'm definitely in on this one. I like it. Oh yeah, you can get a dice cup for $5. I might have to check that out. I didn't see that before. I don't have a dice cup, so might be nice to have. What am I pledging here? Right now I'm getting the early bird, 2 decks, and dice. Which is pretty good and no longer available. $18. It's not a bad price, plus a little bit shipping. So yeah, I like it. Next up, we got Enigma Playing Cards. This is a relaunch from Hector Roberto Perez Bezzarano. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. This is a relaunch. I don't remember if it was on Indiegogo before or if it was on here. Yeah, it must have been Indiegogo. It had a green color to it, if I recall, on the back design. Now it's black. And it's doing about as good as it did on Indiegogo, which is not good. There's a few issues with this one. First of all, the project is en español. If you don't know Spanish, you're going to be like, what the heck? On top of that, the pricing is in pesos, in Mexican money. It's a $40,000 goal, which is like $1,200 US, something ridiculous like that. But you look at the prices and it says $50. It's $50 Mexican, it's 50 pesos. But most people are going to be turned off by that. And they don't know that it's not American money or that the value is that much different. They think it's a $50 deck. So they're like, not going to happen. The back design is not exciting at all. I guess it's okay, but it's not, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just a bunch of black lines. And then Oh, I see he's got some English in the project, but not in the tiers. He also doesn't have anything that says how much it is in US money. Um, Court guards, not a big fan of them. They're fairly straightforward, lots of line work. I think it could be better. Not really my cup of tea. Um, it is what it is. I don't think it's going to happen at this rate. It may not. I'm not too excited about it. Oh, look at that. They're using superior brand decks in advertising. I wonder how Conjuring Arts feels about that. Moving along. Joker and Thief. Dystopia playing cards from Joker and the Thief. 53% funded. 10 days to go. Not looking good. I think one of the biggest issues with this is the shipping cost. It was an issue with me in a previous project as well, which caused me to cancel my backing. I mean, it's like $15 plus another $12 to ship to Canada. Or is it $17? Whatever. And it's also, not to mention, in Australian currency, so it looks even more expensive. But actually, for me, it's about the same value to Canadian. But still, it's going to cost me like $29. I believe I guess it was $17 plus $12 shipping or something like that. All I know is it's like $29 to get one deck sent to Canada. I can get it for like $10 less on other projects. So why am I going to do that? I would rather just get it later on. Anyways, I mean, I like the art. Some people apparently not a big fan of the art. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. But it's struggling too much. And I think the shipping costs are part of the issue. I mean, are you shipping these from Australia or from the States? I don't get it. Most projects will take part of the shipping cost into the actual cost of the product and then only charge you $5 or $6 additional for shipping. And they're charging like twice as much is what they should be. And other people are saying, it's like $17 or $19 to ship a deck, and it's like, Kingdoms of Verdun. Playing cards by Tim Olinger. Version 6 or 7, I don't know. 49% funded, 3 days to go. Not looking good, but still has some hope because it's only a couple $100 more that they need. It's a very small goal. Actually, it's probably like $500, so I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. History of Titanic playing cards from Barclay Mountain is funded, 4 days to go. I like it. It's a good deck to have, especially if you have the previous Titanic decks for a little more information on people and places. It's a good companion deck. Next up, skip that Oracle deck. Oh, what's this? Pony, English version of Chinese Mahjong. Mahjong by Michael Chan. 8% funded, 28 days to go. I don't know what this looks like. But it's got numbers to it. It's got suits. I don't know if it has 4 suits, if it's just 3 suits. It has got some samples on it. Not a whole lot of information. No idea who's producing it. Not really usable as a standard deck of cards. And why the hell is there a dotted line for a border? Good grief. Stick with the actual Mahjong instead. Or Mahjong, however you pronounce that. Next up, Kingdom of Outcasts. Art playing cards by C.J. Freeman. And Anna Cortez. It's 90% funded, 24 days to go. I do not like it, unfortunately. It's got only one index in the top corner. Doesn't make it very usable. The back design is pretty decent. From what we can see, we can't even really see much of the back design. You don't get a good shot of the whole back design. Just, bits and pieces, as you can see. But it's pretty interesting. Borderless. Apparently the guy passed away, unfortunately. But the faces, it's very artistic, as you can see. I don't want to see this. Oh my god. Doing a thong. That's pretty interesting. It's kind of interesting, but not very usable. It's mainly for art purposes, if you like it. Alright, next up. Oh, crap. Indiegogo. And I got some Black Friday stuff to talk about as well. There is at least one on Indiegogo that I want to talk about. Get it on, come on. I'll turn that off. Go here. There it is. Butterfly playing cards. It's already well funded, or funded anyways, with 30 days to go. It's doing pretty good considering it's a on Indiegogo. Creepypasta playing cards I mentioned before. It's 4% funded, 10 days to go. Ain't gonna happen. It's pretty ugly. I'm sure there's copyright issues with that as well. And Mate, social playing cards. Play, ask, mate. Well, if it helps me get laid, I'll check it out. It's 1% funded, 34 days to go. It's not going to happen anyways. Strain Wars playing cards. We've seen this a few times on Kickstarter. Failed miserably. How he thinks he's going to get funding on Indiegogo, which usually does worse for playing card projects than Kickstarter. I don't know. And so far, he's 0% funded. 23 days to go. It's not going to happen. He needs to give it up already, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, just give it up. Nobody wants it. Stop trying to make it happen. I mean, it's not like he even bothered to put any effort into redesigning the decks or making any changes. He just keeps relaunching the same thing over and over. If people don't want it, force it, put it on Kickstarter multiple times. Is not going to get them to change their mind about it. There was one more. I don't see it anywhere. I guess it failed or was canceled. I really don't know. Let's look at this one first. Mate. Oh boy. Well, it's a poker deck. It's got flowers in the back design, it looks like. It looks like it's got pickup lines on the faces or something. The hearts, it's to help you overcome social awkwardness. So basically you pull out cards and start playing with them. The hearts feature broad topics to talk about. Diamonds feature fill-in sentences, fill in the blank. Clubs feature have you ever questions. Spades are multiple choice questions between X or Y, for example. And jokers are easy and fun drinking games. Oh, ladies might not apply to this one. It's a one-way back design, and it's very plain. No color to it, just some flowers. Nothing going off the faces, just some words. I guess the indexers are okay, the colors are fine. But yeah, it's not going to happen. What do they want for this? $15 plus shipping. One person actually pledged for 2 decks. And that's it. That's all he's going to get. Butterfly playing cards, though. These ones are pretty cool. They're by Andrei Sinica. I hope that's how you pronounce it. From the Czech Republic. Apparently he lives in the US. So I don't know why he's using Indiegogo as opposed to Kickstarter. But it is what it is. As you can see, and I mentioned this one last week, I believe. He's got a whole bunch of magicians talking about this deck. It is a marked deck. And I guess there's some tricks that you can get with it. Borderless back design. Very nice. Kind of pretty back design. Pretty assistant. Very cool. I like it. The markings are obviously going to be in the flowers, I imagine. Pretty simple. The faces, the jokers, the ace of spades. And the rest of the cards, oh god, is that Madison? I apologize. Bless me. Anyways, it's fairly standard. It's going to be produced by Carter Munde with a new finish in stock. I like it. That's what I got. The faces, by the way, are just standard. It's from a distance. That's what I've got. I'll do another video on Black Friday stuff. I'll see you next time with more. I just gotta go. See ya.